Hi everyone, Sohan Bala from Birla Vidya Mandir Nainital, and I'm here with a story for reading comprehension. This story is about a tiny teacher. Can you guess who is that tiny teacher is? This tiny teacher is an ant. Now let's read the story. This is for your reading comprehension. So we will just read the story and you are going to comprehend and write the answers to the questions given. Now let's look ahead. Let's read the story. Before you read, though so very small, the ant is unbelievably intelligent and hardworking. Among the various kinds, the commonest ant is black or red. Ants live in comfortable homes called anthills. Now read the lesson. Name the smallest insect you have seen and the wisest. Is it the fly? No, it isn't. Is it the mosquito? No, not the mosquito. Then it must be the worm? No, none of these. It is the ant, the commonest, the smallest, but the wisest insect. The story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue. But people have kept ants as pets and have watched their daily behavior closely. So we know a number of facts about this tiny, hard-working and intelligent creature. So the story of ant is unbelievable, and you are just going to read. I'm reading it in front of you for those who don't have the book, but I'm not going to explain it. You try to understand yourself. An ant uses its feelers or antenna to talk to other ants by passing messages through them. Watch a row of ants moving up or down the wall. Each ant greets all the others coming from the opposite direction by touching their feelers. There are many kinds of ants. The commonest among them are the black or red ones. We have seen them since we were children, but haven't paid enough attention to them. Where do they live? In their comfortable homes called nests or anthills. Each has hundreds of little rooms and passages. In some of these rooms, the queen ant lays eggs. Others are nurseries for the young ones called grubs. Workers have their reserved quarters. They spend most of their time searching for food. Some rooms serve as storehouses for this food. Soldiers have separate barracks. No worker has ever tried to live in a soldier's house. No soldier has ever gone out searching for food. No worker or soldier or cleaner has ever harmed a grub. So you see, an ant's life is very peaceful. Each does its share of work intelligently and bravely and never fights with other members of the group. And that is the reason their life is peaceful. Because they never get involved in others' work. They mind their own business. Comprehension check based on this part of the story. The story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue. The italicized phrase means almost untrue, means highly exaggerated, too remarkable to be true, not based on facts. So which one? almost untrue. Now you have to find yourself. All this you have to do. We go ahead. Complete the following sentences. An ant is the smallest. Complete this sentence on the basis of your reading. We know a number of facts about an ant's life because. In what ways is an ant's life peaceful? You can answer these. Now, second part. Before you read, the queen ant has a pair of wings which she casts off before she begins to lay eggs. Eggs hatch and become grubs. Grubs change into cocoons, and cocoons break to bring forth complete ants. The life of an ordinary ant in the anthill is a book which many of us seldom open. Yes. Now these are some facts about ants. Let's go ahead. You can read them again and again and then understand the answers. The queen is the mother of the entire population of the colony. It lives for about 15 years. It has a pair of wings but bites them off after its wedding flight. This flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant or drone high up in the air. On its return to earth, it gets rid of its wings and then does nothing but lay eggs. Eggs hatch and grubs come out. Soldiers guard them. Workers feed and clean them and also carry them about daily for airing, exercise and sunshine. 2 or 3 weeks later, grubs become cocoons and lie without food or activity for 3 weeks more. Then the cocoons break and perfect ants appear. Now it's time for teaching and training. New ants learn their duties from old ants as workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. After a few weeks training, the small ants are ready to go out into the big world of work. An anthill is a home not only for ants but also for some other creatures, beetles, lesser breeds of ants and the green fly. Why do ants want these alien creatures to live in their nests? For several reasons. Some give off smell pleasant to the ant senses. Others give sweet juices. And some are just pets or playthings like cats and dogs to human beings. The green fly is the ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew like milk with a touch of their antenna. They milk it just as we milk the cow. Have humans learned as much as ants have? Perhaps they have, but they haven't put their learning to good use. They may still learn a few things from this tiny teacher. Hard work, sense of duty and discipline, cleanliness, care for the young ones, and above all, a firm loyalty to the land where they live. Now we come to the comprehension check. How long does it take for a grub to become a complete ant? Why do the worker ants carry the grub about? What jobs are new ants trained for? Name some other creatures that live in the anthills. Mention 3 things we can learn from the tiny teacher. Give reasons for choosing these items. And that is the end of the story. Now you do all these question answers in your notebook, right? And we will check, we will discuss in the class when we meet. do the proper reading. You can read it once, you can read it twice or thrice, but try to do it yourself. Don't take the help of anyone in the family. By then, enjoy reading, happy reading.